Oh my goodness, we are live. Hello, hello. We are live in the life, and we are also live on YouTube today. So I am extremely excited to be here with my sisters. I'm with my bestie Kimberly, and I'm with my bestie Lisa. I don't know what to tell y'all, right? Great. So if you don't have a bestie, you need to get one. That's all I need to. That's all I'm saying, right? Uh,
That's right.
we push each other, we shove each other, right? Lisa called me the other day and was like, Lavanya, did you? And I was like, oh shoot, you know what? Let me go handle this real quick. So, right? So I don't have to, to deal with these answers that I don't have, right? Okay, guys. How many people have seen I Am My Sister's Keeper online? Have you seen that posted anywhere? I am my sister's keeper. Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you, are they really keeping you? Is somebody
Mm.
somebody taking care? Is somebody calling just to see how you are doing, right? During this pandemic. Are you essential? Are you at home? Are your children at home? Right? Who have you spoke to during this season that you can really say, they are keeping you, or who are you keeping, right? Are you accountable to any of that stuff that you're posting online? That's all I'm saying. It's so easy to put up a post and you're really not doing too much, right? um, it's amazing. Sometimes I'll see my phone ringing, and I'm very surprised that it's certain people just calling to check on me. How are you doing? Do you need anything, right? So we're here to ask you, sisters on the line, do you need anything? Right? You can count
Mm.
on us. You can reach out to us. Send me an inbox because I am truly my sister's keeper, and I love being that. Right? Um, just know that we all have a responsibility together. Um, to heal during this time, right? But we also have a responsibility together to make sure no one's going through something that they can't handle, right? And the most issues is it's going to be your finances. It's going to be your finances. Who are those people? Who are you listening to that can help you with your finances? Who are you being transparent enough with, right? That they can go ahead and be that sounding alarm, that assistance that I can remember a long time ago when I don't know if it was fear or ego or I'm not sure what it was, but I would go through things and just not have enough, but act like everything was okay,
Yeah.
right? It's amazing that I can see, and I learned, personally, I stopped saying, oh, everything's good. How are you? Fine. I stopped saying fine after a while, right? It took me a couple of years to get out of that because if I don't say something, how do they know? People,
Right.
people are not mind readers, right? There are people out there waiting to be your blessing, right? To put it simply, to be your blessing. And we had a long conversation about this yesterday, just about, mentors and coaches and just things like that. A lot of It's unfortunate that we don't talk enough about mentors. About 20 years ago, someone had asked me, could they mentor my daughter? I was not in the mindset of understanding, what is that? Why would you need to mentor my daughter, right? Um, the thing is, she is still, she's a mathematician. Um, and she just has, her mind just works a little bit differently. But I did have the wherewithal to understand that I'm not a mathematician. Listen, I get a calculator and still don't know what to press in sometimes. It's the right answer, right? How do you right calculate this, right? Um, Thank goodness she's 21 now. I can go ahead and ask her, how do I do this? But yeah, she needed a mentor. And I was smart enough to allow the person that asked me to go ahead and, yeah, show her some things that I won't be able to show her. And I'm going to bring on Miss Kimberly to talk about whatever is on your mind, honey. What you got, Kimmy?
Yeah, in the same vein as mentorship. About a week ago, I went to a party and this young man was DJing, and I know he's probably a freshman in high school, and he was doing such a great job. I'm having a party the end of the month, and I asked him would he, come and play a set at the party, and he said he would. So I reached out to his mom to book him, and she said, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He said he would do it." And she said, "But he did this all on his own. He got his equipment, got everything together. I
Wow.
had nothing to do with it." And
Wow.
she said, "Yeah." She was like, "I'm proud of him." And I said, "I am too. I was pretty impressed. The
Mhm.
music was appropriate. It was really nice, nicely done." So, but she said, "I'm a little disappointed he's not going to go the college route." And I said to her, "You know what? He can still be very successful without college." I said, "A lot of people have no degrees and start businesses, and people with degrees, they need degrees to work for the business owner." And I said, "He could be very successful." I said, "All we need to do is give him the right mentor."
Mm.
And then she responded, "You know what? You're absolutely right. We think the same." So, what a good mentor does, and it does have to be the right mentor, a good mentor will help you avoid the pitfalls that a lot of us make when we're starting out on a venture. So, if you get someone who has already paved that rocky road to success, they
Mhm.
can tell you, don't go on that street, or there's a pothole right there. Or, they can steer you and guide you through some of the common pitfalls that a lot of us make if you get the right one.
And if you listen to that one,
Yeah, and that's it. And a mentorship relationship it has to be agreed upon by both parties. So if you
So
want a mentor, the mentor has to agree to mentor you, and you have to agree to take that constructive criticism.
right?
And for me, I'm a very independent kind of person. I'm a free thinker, and I don't normally follow the path, but Lavanya has been my mentor in some ways, and not only my friend, but I had to relinquish that control and that wanting to like flare up when she gives me criticism, because good mentor is giving you criticism from a place of love and they want you to grow. It's not meant to belittle you, it's not meant to make you, it's meant to improve you. So if you have a good mentor, your responsibility is to sort of process everything they tell you and then activate it in your life so that you can improve and grow. Because it's never, ever meant to belittle you or make you less than. A good mentor wants to see you thrive and grow. And it's almost incumbent upon someone who has been through a certain journey to kind of show everybody the way to get there too. It's a almost cathartic for them to bring other people with them. So a mentor relationship, you have to be coachable, you have to be open to the criticism, and you have to be willing to apply it.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, and
applic-
once you do that, it's a lot of growth. Lisa,
absolutely.
yeah, you agree.
I totally agree. I remember I never had a mentor, but I remember Lavanya sharing her experience with when I first met her. She was going to be mentored by this woman, and I was like really impressed by like I didn't know no women being that was mentored. I thought it was a special position, honestly. I didn't know. And I didn't know anyone being mentored. So when she said that to me, I was these are people I need to be with because they doing stuff that I had not even, nobody I knew was being mentored. Nobody I knew if they weren't talking about it. So when she said that to me, I was like, wow, I need to know more about what's going on. So that got me there. Yeah, totally.
Oh my
And
God, yeah.
I often see when Lisa and I are together, she'll ask young men, especially, "Are you being mentored? Who's mentoring you?" And that's one of the lines that Lisa often says to young men, because
Yeah.
men our Black young men don't often have a lot of other males to look up to.
So
And
true.
it's so important for you to have that. And I remember one of our business partners, he made the six-figure mark and he was already earning six figures in his outside job. And he was like saying, I'm going to retire. And he's a man and he's in education. And I had said to him, please don't retire. Those little Black boys need you. And he lives in the DC, Maryland area. And he ended up retiring his wife instead. And I was so happy that he did that because our young Black boys really don't have a lot of people that can mold them and influence them at that young, tender age. And I was so very happy that he decided to retire his wife rather than retire because those boys probably have a lot of the behaviors and the demeanor that he has, and he would have such a profound effect on their lives since he,
Absolutely.
there. Yeah.
And there's a gap. There's a huge gap in every culture, literally, that people just had no idea that they needed to have, more direction other than
Right.
or even private school, right? Because
Right.
I've done some private school, and
They don't teach us
talk
that.
about mentorship, and the only time I heard about a coach was for sports.
Right.
It was good to have to have that analogy and to say, oh yeah, when your coach asks you to do something, you don't question it, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
that coach is showing you something, let's say throwing a baseball, right? That coach knows a little bit more about that wrist flick or that something that you just have not honed in on yet, right? But then it takes your mental capacity to move into, yes, I am being coached. Yes, I am being mentored, right? So yeah, it's a big deal. It really is. It will change your life. Your whole perspective of everything changes.
I was just going to say it's a life
Have
changer.
done something, right, that you want to do. And then I say, be careful of the mentor, right?
Yeah, we also know that.
Because you don't want to get someone that hasn't gone where you want to go, right? There's a limit. There's a lid. There's a lid on that.
Yeah, and there's books that we read about that, like the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. So there are some we have that's the thing. You have to learn how to choose the appropriate mentor.
Mm-hmm.
And you may need someone to guide you there. You may have a mentor now that can only bring you so far, and then you would have to get another mentor after that. So being where we are in business and the people that we associate with, we see that. You may be able to get me to a six-figure, level. But then to get me beyond that point, I may need a new mentor because every level has a different devil, and you got to kind of get somebody to help you navigate that.
Right.
So then you get to the $1 million mark, and you're going to need someone who's made $1 billion to start leading you, or somebody that's also growing as you grow. But yeah, different levels, you may have to change who you are dealing with. New coach, new mentor.
Absolutely, and it's so important to utilize our power, right?
Mm.
As women, a lot of times I'll notice, if there's a conversation going on, we want to be invited to it. It's like we don't. I know the word.
Insert yourself.
The word opportunist is it's not supposed to be a good word, right?
No.
And so, when we think of involving ourselves, we feel as if we don't necessarily belong in a certain circle. And sometimes when you are in that circle, you've ranked up, right? You're in that circle, you feel like an imposter. What am I doing here? So your mentor is supposed to help guide you into right that new atmosphere that they brought you into. And I love the fact that Lisa is an HR specialist. She can tell you anything about human resources, So Lisa, can you expound upon that?
Oh, absolutely. And one thing I can say for the companies that I worked in, there was no mentorship going on. So that's something people lack when they get into the workforce. And I've been in the workforce at that point for almost 30 years. And I had not had a mentor. So that's why it was kind of foreign to me. So in this wonderful world we have today, I hope everyone who is having any types of questions, challenges, or anything of that nature, you are going to DOL.gov, and that is the Department of Labor.gov. Questions answered in terms of COVID-19 or how what your employer can give to you, because I'm talking to a lot of employees who, one, aren't reading things for themselves. So they're not really, and it's hard to retain all these emails you might be getting. And when you are an employee, you really don't have a whole lot of time for emails either. So you may not even get a chance to read them. But go and research it for yourself. There is so much going on still that is very vital for you to be enlightened on. We, as online business coaches, we are so excited and encouraging everyone. Now is the time to boss up. Okay, boss up and get your home-based business going while you still have your job. If you have your job. If you don't have your job and you're at home, turn off Netflix, please. Netflix got their money. Let's help you get yours, okay? So we are saying to everyone right now, it's the time, because everyone should have a home-based business, another source of income. That $600, that $400, whatever they're gonna make that little government supplement, is going to go away. So what are we going to do when it goes away? You know, what are your choices? Your choice is to become a home-based business owner. Let me tell you something. There is over 15 plus million, you know, the data just don't come up correctly. Home-based businesses that are started every single day. Every single day. And it's 60% of every home-based business non-employer. So don't worry about, for whatever dream you may have, I want to have employees. Listen, start with
No,
start with you.
and Lisa, let's be clear, because over 5,000 people start a business every month around the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are that person that has something to offer, an opportunity that is amazing, it's aggressive, and everyone is literally, when we go to events and they say, who has received a check, right? It's a resounding number of people that raise their hands. If you started
It feels good to be a part of it.
you started yesterday, you can receive
Right.
a check. And that's what I love so much about this system.
That's what I
And
love
you know
about it.
what? More often, it's women starting these businesses too, more than men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Because
they'll start,
one
and
home.
and a lot of people will start and get confused because, and we already know, a confused mind does what?
Nothing at all.
Absolutely nothing.
Right? Trying to find that clarity in what it is that I'm doing. So please reach out to your mentors, reach out to your coaches. If you don't have one, we will help you.
Right.
We can't wait to help you, because we are helping people in over
Absolutely.
20 countries right now.
Yeah.
Right? That just wanted a little bit more. They just wanted, to stop telling their children no at the grocery store, right?
Right. Right.
A lot of people aren't saying no because you can't have it. They're saying no because they can't afford it.
Right. Right.
So how
The
often?
dance lessons, the movies,
I've
little
been
things
there.
like that.
I've been there. I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. But as online business coaches, we are here to serve selflessly and with the highest integrity, because we want anyone attached to us to be winning.
To win.
Winning. So don't think outside the box. You got to think like there is no box, because when you put yourself in the box, remember there's 4 walls. So you are causing the limits. And so with all training and coaching and mentorship that we get, we're able to utilize and put into practice all of that. So remember, our first job is to be our boss. That was the first job that we ever should have had in our lives. And we had dreams of ownership. But real life kicks us in the butt. We're like, well, I got to do this because I got kids, or I got to do this because I have a dream, whatever that dream may be. And then we get stuck. I see it happen all the time when people like, well, I've been here for 30 years. So I was here when I was 18 years old, and you're like, and now they're getting laid off. And now they feel like they're age capped for certain things. And so now, depression set in. We got a whole lot of that going on right now, depression and so much. But the time is now for us to stop taking care of somebody else's job and create our own home, so that when this, in 8 to 12 more years, who knows what the next pandemic's going to be? I don't know. Will it be a pandemic? Will it be whatever? But just know that you'll be prepared. And that's why we are here today, because we made a decision some years ago to prepare ourselves for whatever. And so that just really makes me excited, especially we working with like-minded people. I get up every day excited about, I call them my board meetings, about my board meeting, because I already know that people I love, people that's going to look out for me, people who want to see me win. I don't have to be dreading looking at these people, because I don't want to see their faces. I can't stand so and so when they talk. I used to be that person, like I don't want to hear your voice anymore. You don't have to do that. So we're so excited to be working with. Again, I want to say welcome to all our new business partners. Welcome.
Absolutely. And as we transition to get to know ourselves a little bit better, I think it's so important for people to realize, once you start a business, yes, we have the ability to have a team. We have the ability to show, so many people around the world how to build wealth, right? But how do you do that? How do you come outside of yourself to be selfless, right? And so when we talk about becoming that leader, becoming that person that you look up to, right? When people start their business, I always say, I want you to go ahead, make a list of your top 10 people, right? And usually out of that top 10, it's probably top 4, right? But your top 10 people, I want you to make a list of those people, and let's connect with them together. Let's show them, let's show them something together, right? And so, my point is, with those top 10 people, you're going to reach out to people that you look up to, right? It's not necessarily do they look up to you, but I want you to think about those people that you look up to. What is it about them that makes you look up to them? And then how do you become that person that you look up to also, right? I know that was a mind twister, right? But you also want to learn how to look up to yourself, because that confidence that you have is going to give you the posture to deal with so many more people. You have no idea who you're going to meet through networking. You have no idea who you're going to end up speaking to on the other end of the line, especially when you're doing online marketing. I have met some amazing people that, we happen to be Facebook friends. They were, top influencers. I had no idea, right? But you get in these conversations and you start looking, and you start listening to their stories and what they've been through, and you're like, whoa, am I qualified to help this person? Do I have what it takes to build, someone in a whole nother capacity, something that they never ever even thought about? Because a lot of people, when I talk about networking, they don't know what I'm thinking. They have no idea what that is. What do you mean networking?
Mhm.
I mean, no cap on your income. When I say let's network, let's leverage our time and our talent together, right? And so, in working on the inner me and overstanding myself just a little bit better because I've had to push out and become that, a better influencer, so to speak, right? So, in doing so, I've learned that we have to breathe. We have to breathe better. There's so many times where someone said to me the other day, do you see stars sometimes? I'm like, I can remember a time where I used to see stars when I was going through um, probably situations in my life that I placed myself into, of course, right? But I stayed there. But I stayed there. So that's what we're imploring you to do. Don't stay there. Um, One of our ladies talked a little bit about depression. Don't stay there. Don't go ask someone, how do I heal myself? Stop stop thinking that it's just a conversation with a professional that's going to heal you. The only thing that is going to heal you is to, first of all, listen to what that professional is saying, right? Because in a sense, they become your mentor, right? They're becoming your mentor, your coach. Listen to them because we don't have all the answers, but listen to you. Where are you at? Do you feel pain anywhere in your body? Are you breathing into that? Right? Are you giving that pain a little bit more oxygen? It's your body. It's your mind, right? So you want to make sure that you're taking care of you too. Don't just depend on somebody to do it. And so I did a presentation last week about the Lion's Gate, still going strong, and I'm excited, so excited about that. Um, but I said a few things that were incorrect, and I want to correct that. And so I talked about the seat of your soul being in your root chakra. And so I think it's an easy mistake for someone to make because your root chakra is your seat, right? So I'm going to correct that today, and just let you know that your root chakra is actually the beginning of your kundalini. Okay. And that's what we rock, and that's what we move, and that's what we stimulate, right? Because you want that kundalini to rise up. You want it to rise up all the way up above you, okay? And so if you've done any type of energy work within your body, you understand what I'm talking about. If this is new to you, send me a message, send me a comment. I want to show you a little bit more about what it is that we're doing, how we're helping women grasp into their feminine power. So everyone, we're going to do a quick breathing exercise just to kind of work on that. Oh, okay. I know what. I want to also make another change. Oh, okay. The seat of your soul. The seat of your soul is your eighth chakra. And so your eighth chakra will start to become more enlightened as you work on your first seven chakras. So the first seven chakras are a part of your body. Your eighth chakra is actually above you. It is above you about maybe 2 feet high. And that is where your soul is sitting. That is the seat of your soul. Okay? And we'll be more advanced on this. Okay, I'm actually setting up a course, so you'll have a lot more information. It'll be, much better on the understanding of it. Okay, and so in regard to the eighth chakra, which is your seat of your soul, right? Just know that it is said that the higher heart starts to open when you reach the initiation of the seventh chakra. And how do you do that? You practice. It's a practice. You start to learn your seven chakras and open them up and become aligned, right? And yes, you will need a professional to help you with a little bit more information on that. Okay. So just know that the purpose of all of this is just to awaken your center and keep your higher selves energetic, your emotions physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay.
Can we put links for the chakras in the note section?
I can absolutely. I can
Maybe
go.
that would be helpful.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely go ahead and do that. All right, so everyone, I want you to open up your arms as wide as you can. Um, my fingers here. I want you to look straight in front of you, but I want you to use your peripheral vision to look at your fingers. Okay. As you're doing that, move your hands back as far as you can where you can still see your fingers while you're looking straight. Okay. And so what this is going to do is open up your peripheral. It's going to open up your aura. It's opening up your chakras. You're opening up everything inside of you right now. Right now. Set that intention that, you know, whatever you ask for at this point, your wish is my command. Whatever you need, the universe, your God is going to say, you know, your wish is my command, basically. So you're open and you're ready to receive in meditation and prayer and through your breath, right? All right, everyone. So I want you to go ahead. All right, everyone, I want you to go ahead. Think about your breath. Take a deep breath, let it out. Take another deep breath, let it out. Now, I want you to think about your eighth chakra. And there's a lot of air that's above you right now. So, everything up there, I want you to bring that air into your body. I want you to bring it down to the base of your spine, the beginning of your Kundalini, your root chakra. Allow that air to turn around. As I know you're breathing, but allow that air to turn around and then bring that air all the way down your legs, out through your feet into the ground. And so if you can, make sure your feet are on the floor. All right. And now I want you to take a deep breath through your feet. Bring that air back up through your legs all the way up. Allow that air to circulate all through your body and then bring that air out through the top of your head. Take another breath in. Now I want you to allow your air to become a vortex, a tornado. You're going to bring that air all around your body, fortify your aura, and then bring that air into your body. Take a deep breath into your lungs. Now I want you to let all of the air out, everything. Let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. Keep letting it out, let it out, let it out. Push, 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 push. You don't need any of that air. Take a deep breath. Ooh, that was hard to breathe. Take a deep breath. Allow that air to swirl all around your body. And then you're going to bring it down through your feet. And then one last time, you're going to bring that air up through your body. Bring it all the way up. And you're going to release it out of the top of your head. Breathing properly allows your cells to breathe properly. Breathing properly allows your melanin to spin properly, right? Breathing properly allows all of your chakras to be aligned. It will help your Kundalini move up your spine all the way up through your brain, all the way out to fortify your organs, your blood, everything, your skin, right? One more breath. Let it out. Now, I want you to do a pelvic tilt. Sit up straight. If you've ever worked out before, you know what a pelvic tilt is. It's really just bringing your hips all the way forward. And then I want you to squeeze that area. Squeeze that area, right? Ladies, ladies, when we squeeze this area, what happens is it brings us present. It brings us back into ourselves, right? We're no longer the imposter. We're no longer not belonging where we are, right? Where we qualified to be, okay? We're no longer unqualified. We are here. We are present. We are in, and we are standing, and we are strong. And when you need to grab onto that power, I need you to breathe properly, right? Breathe properly. Do your pelvic tilt. Rock your bottom. Rock that pelvic tilt. Just to become present, just to really, really understand the inner you so much better. And at times when you need to just be a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger, you can grab that power. And believe it or not, it'll come through. You won't even realize what you're doing. But there is a law. There's a lot of different laws that you tap into by just getting to know yourself a little bit stronger. And you won't back down. You won't back down. You will become that opportunist when the opportunity stands, right? And if we are prepared, we don't have to get ready. If we're already prepared with this, right? With this ammunition of feminine power, feminine strength, we're prepared for anything. And the sky's the limit, right? No glass ceiling. No glass ceiling. So I'm so excited to have been, here on this webinar today, just to give a little bit of information of how to make us a little bit stronger. And just know that we are here every single Saturday, every Saturday. As I wrap up, I'm going to see if my besties have anything else that they want to add.
Where did Kimmy go?
I can hear you now, Lisa.
All right. Yes, I just want to say what a great session we had today, right? Just in opening up the minds of the amazing bosses that we have out there that are ready. But I just want to say, inbox us, put your comments down below. We are here to educate, elevate, and empower. And that's what we're here to do. And we do it, again, selflessly. We want to serve. We realize our purpose in life. So we just say, join us.
Yeah, I'd like to back that up. That's the truth. We're here to serve. We're here to help. It's incumbent upon us to, if we've already seen it, to share it and show it to others. And I couldn't have been doing this with a better group of people than the ones that I'm with today. By all means, don't be shy. Reach out. We've all been where you are. And we, again, would love to show you. We've all been there. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel embarrassed. Reach out. We're women just like you. And we've all been through some stuff. We have some powerful stories between the three of us. And we're here to show you.
Absolutely. And join us every Saturday at In the Life Live. We are creating an atmosphere for feminine power to thrive. This webinar is officially over.
Don't forget to rock, ladies.
Don't forget to rock.